SEI Network is sitting on a powder keg at 38 cents, and institutional money is already making moves. The numbers I'm about to show you will blow your mind. We're talking $5.5 billion in daily stablecoin volume and a potential ETF that nobody saw coming. Stick around because in the next 8 minutes, I'm breaking down why SEI could be your next 100% gainer. Alright, crypto family. Tuesday delivered some much-needed relief to our portfolios. The total crypto market cap jumped $250 million to $3.85 trillion. Not exactly fireworks, but we'll take green candles any day over the bloodbath we've been seeing. But here's where it gets spicy. While most altcoins were barely moving, SEI absolutely demolished expectations with a 4% pump in 24 hours. Now before you roll your eyes and say 4%, big deal. In this market, that's like finding a unicorn riding a Lambo. The catalyst? The SEC just formally acknowledged Canary Capital's application for a staked SEI exchange-traded fund. And no, this isn't another maybe someday crypto ETF story. This is the real deal. Paperwork accepted, public comment phase activated, institutional validation confirmed. Now I know what you're thinking, but wait, doesn't the SEC hate crypto? Well, they're clearly warming up to specific projects, and SEI just made the VIP list. But forget the ETF hype for a second. The technical picture on SEI is absolutely insane right now, and most traders are completely missing it. But something's changing. The rejection wicks are getting smaller, volume is creeping up, and momentum indicators are starting to curl bullish. Look at this chart. See how price keeps testing that 38-cent level? That's not weakness, that's accumulation. Smart money doesn't slam into resistance levels repeatedly unless they know something retail doesn't. And the volume profile, absolutely beautiful. We're seeing consistent buying pressure building beneath current levels. The order book is getting thicker on the bid side, and whale wallets are quietly accumulating. But here's the kicker that most YouTubers won't tell you. The derivatives market is positioning for a breakout. Options flow shows heavy call buying at 40 and 50-cent strikes. Perpetual futures funding rates just flipped positive. Even the fear and greed index for SEI-specific sentiment is climbing out of extreme fear. The ecosystem metrics are going absolutely parabolic. 5.5 billion in daily stablecoin volume, that's more than some top 10 cryptocurrencies. 1.53 billion in DEX volume last month, which was an all-time high. 800,000 daily active addresses, that's triple what it was 6 months ago. And get this, they minted over 100 million in native USDC in just 10 days. 100 million! That's institutional grade demand right there. Now let's address what everyone's whispering about in crypto Twitter DMs but nobody's saying out loud. YEI Finance, SEI's biggest DeFi protocol, just crossed 2.5 million in revenue. That's not TVL, that's actual revenue. Real money flowing through the ecosystem. When protocols start generating serious cash flow, institutions take notice. But there's more. SEI Network isn't positioning itself as just another Ethereum killer or Solana competitor. They're going after the stablecoin and real-world asset market specifically. While other Layer 1 networks are fighting over the same DeFi and NFT scraps, SEI is building the infrastructure for the next trillion-dollar market, tokenized real-world assets. Think about it for a second. 243 million in stablecoins minted in just 4 months. That's not retail speculation money, that's institutional settlement infrastructure being built in real time. The timing couldn't be more perfect. As traditional finance starts embracing crypto, they need fast, cheap, reliable settlement layers. SEI is positioning itself as the go-to chain for this massive transition. So what happens not if SEI finally breaks through 38 cents? Based on Fibonacci extension levels and previous price action, the next major resistance doesn't show up until 70 cents. That's an 84% move from current levels, but I'm not just pulling numbers out of thin air here. The volume profile shows virtually no resistance between 40 and 60 cents. It's kind of like a highway with no speed limits once SEI gets momentum. Look at the weekly time frame. We're forming a massive cup and handle pattern. The handle is that consolidation we've been grinding through for months. A breakout above 38 cents would complete this pattern and target 95 cents to $1. The daily RSI has plenty of room to run and the MACD is about to cross bullish. And the 21-day moving average just crossed above the 50-day for the first time since the bear market started. Even the on-chain metrics support a major move. Exchange outflows are accelerating, tokens are moving from weak hands to diamond hands. Whale accumulation addresses are at 6-month highs, and staking ratios just hit a new all-time high, reducing circulating supply right as demand is spiking. Now before you mortgage your house and ape into SEI, let me pump the brakes for a second. 38 cents is resistance for a reason. There's massive seller liquidity sitting at that level, and breaking through won't be easy. If SEI fails to hold above 38 cents on volume, we could see a swift rejection back to 30 cents or lower. The broader market is still fragile. Bitcoin dominance is elevated, which typically means altcoins struggle. And, regulatory uncertainty around crypto ETFs remains high, despite the SEC's acknowledgment of the SEI application. Plus, we're heading into historically choppy market conditions. September and October are notorious for crypto volatility, and macro headwinds could derail even the strongest technical setups. That said, the risk-reward is honestly pretty compelling. A stop loss below 35 cents limits downside to about 6%, while upside potential exceeds 80% if the breakout materializes. The stars are aligning for SEI Network in a way we haven't seen since the last bull market. ETF acknowledgment, explosive ecosystem growth, technical breakout potential, and institutional adoption. It's a perfect storm brewing. The 38-cent level is make-or-break time. A clean breakout with volume could send SEI on a run that makes early adopters very happy. But a rejection keeps us range-bound for potentially months longer. Drop a comment below with your SEI price targets. Are you team 70 cents or think I'm being too aggressive? Hit that subscribe button if you want more deep dive altcoin analysis like this, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any breakout alerts. The next few trading sessions are absolutely critical for SEI. Don't say I didn't warn you when this thing starts moving. Crypto disclaimer. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments carry significant risk, including the potential loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. The presenter may hold positions and discuss cryptocurrencies. Always conduct your own research and consult with qualified financial professionals before making investment decisions. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto markets are highly volatile and speculative.